Yelena found Natasha passed out in the kitchen, and when she turned around, full-on combat mode, Mom appeared. The Iron Lady fired a tranquilizer dart right at her, and just like that, our weird little family of 4 headed off together to the real Red Room base. Turns out the Red Room has been hiding in the sky all this time. No wonder no one could find it. It's been playing hide-and-seek in the clouds. When Yelena woke up, she found herself strapped to an operating table. But then, plot twist, she realized she had a tiny earpiece in her ear. The Iron Lady's voice came through, telling her, "There's a blade hidden in your pants." Classic spy stuff. Turns out this was all part of Natasha's plan. She and the Iron Lady had swapped outfits and put on those super realistic face masks to impersonate each other. The Iron Lady had the prison codes and could easily break out once the chaos began. Her mission: blow up the engines of the Red Room. Meanwhile, Nat stayed behind, pretending to be the Iron Lady, waiting for her shot at Dreykov. Yelena sliced her restraints and instantly took out the doctors in the operating room. Then she threw on her favorite little tactical vest and got moving. Her job now: find the antidote stash and cure the other widows.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
She knocked out a guard, swiped his pass, and got into the storage area like a boss. But when she got to the training room, surprise, all the widows were gone. Because just 1 minute earlier, Dreykov hit the assemble button and called every widow to gang up on Natasha. So now Nat's in a 1 vs. dozens brawl, getting wrecked. Just when it looked like curtains for our girl, Yelena arrived and tossed the antidote bomb right into the crowd. Boom! The widows inhaled the antidote gas and snapped out of mind control. Meanwhile, the Iron Lady successfully blew up the engines. Red Room HQ was falling fast. Everyone scrambled to escape. Yelena, on the other hand, tracked down Dreykov, who was trying to flee in his private jet. She pulled a full-on action hero move and zip-lined onto the plane.
Don't do it!
And just like that, Dreykov, plane, ego, all went down in flames. Natasha parachuted into the falling debris and grabbed Yelena mid-air, just like when they were kids. She strapped a chute on her and made sure she was safe. And just when you thought it was over, Taskmaster showed up. Yep, flying in without jet boosters. Don't ask how. What followed was an epic mid-air fistfight, ending with Natasha using the antidote to free Taskmaster's mind. Finally, Natasha apologized sincerely to Yelena.
Zvani. Moja mamenkaja sestra. I should have come back for you.
The sisters hugged it out. And just like that, the weirdest family reunion ever was complete. But the huge explosion had already attracted General Ross. Luckily, the rescued widows arrived to extract the family. Natasha, however, stayed behind. She had unfinished business. Yelena gave Nat her beloved little vest, the one she wore for 2 whole years. Yep, all through Infinity War, that's the vest. They whistled their childhood tune one last time. Just like that, at dusk, Yelena said goodbye, never knowing it would be the last time she'd see her sister. Not long after the Red Room was destroyed, Natasha dyed her hair blonde. Her contact got her a Quinjet. And from that moment on, she teamed up with Cap and Falcon, continuing to protect the world from the shadows. As for Yelena, she finally got to live with her chosen family, and together they went around the globe freeing other mind-controlled widows. Now, let's be honest, this solo Black Widow movie? Not exactly a cinematic masterpiece. It was clearly made to pass the torch to the new hero. If it had come out after Civil War, it would have made sense. But this film was released only after Avengers Endgame, and it failed to explain what really happened in Budapest with Hawkeye. It didn't explore Natasha's emotional journey from assassin to hero, nor did it give her a proper funeral. It felt more like a last-minute attempt to squeeze out the remaining value of her character. So regardless of the plot, this movie could never be considered a true masterpiece. Let's continue with Yelena's story. Fast forward 2 years to 2018. Yelena and a friend sneak into a luxurious mansion. There, they run into an old colleague. Without wasting time, the two pin her down and inject her with the antidote.
Look what you did to my rug. $20,000 down the drain, thanks.
Excuse me?
Turns out, plot twist, this woman was never brainwashed in the first place. She built this lavish life by grinding assassination gigs like a full-time freelancer with no days off. She thought they were there for revenge and attacked on instinct. After clearing the misunderstanding, Yelena takes a quick trip to the bathroom, only to realize something's off. Everything around her is breaking apart and reassembling. Walls change color, furniture transforms, and suddenly, there's a strange man in the room. Yelena goes full interrogation mode, only to find out the colleague is now a married woman. Yup, she just got blipped, vanished by Thanos' snap. 5 years have passed in the blink of an eye. It's a tough pill to swallow. Her colleague explains what's happened during those years and offers to help. But Yelena only cares about one thing.
I need to find Natasha. Can you help me find Natasha? I need to tell her I'm okay.
Now, let's jump back to the post-credit scene of the Black Widow movie. Yelena visits Natasha's grave and gives it a quiet hug. But Natasha will forever remain on the distant planet Vormir. This grave is just a symbolic cenotaph. While Yelena mourns, she gets an unexpected visit from Valentina, the shady lady from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. She drops a bombshell, a photo of Natasha's killer. And who's in the picture? None other than Hawkeye in his Ronin phase. Speaking of Hawkeye, after Endgame, he's seen better days. Years of fighting gods and aliens have left him nearly deaf. In the Hawkeye series, he's forced to team up with Kate Bishop, a rich girl with a thing for archery. One night, while trying to catch the villain Echo, Yelena shows up on a rooftop and throws hands with Clint. Hawkeye shoots a grappling line for Kate and Echo to zip across, and suddenly we've got a rooftop battle royale. During the fight, Yelena zaps Echo with a Widow's signature shock disc. Clint immediately recognizes the weapon. It's Widow tech. Kate tries to attack Yelena, but Yelena doesn't want to hurt her. She just ties a grappling line to Kate and tosses her off the roof like a sack of potatoes. If you've seen Endgame, you'll understand how much that scene hit Clint right in the feels. Once he's sure Kate lands safely, he cuts the line and tells her to get out of there. But Kate being Kate, she returns, bow in hand. She fires a sonic arrow to split the battlefield and follows up with another shot that injures Echo. Clint takes this chance to unmask Yelena. One look at her face and Kate realizes this is no ordinary assassin. She lowers her bow. Yelena then ziplines off the roof like a dramatic exit queen. Later that night, Kate's back at her apartment when someone casually calls her name from behind.
Kate Bishop. Hi.
It's Yelena. But she's not here to hurt Kate. In fact, she threw her off the roof to save her from getting in the way. Looks like she's starting to act like her big sis, watching out for the clueless newbie. Kate knows if Yelena really wanted her dead, she wouldn't have survived answering the door. The two sit down for some casual small talk. Among all the OG Avengers, Natasha and Hawkeye had the deepest bond. And now, in the next generation, maybe Kate and Yelena will carry on that friendship. They chat about likes, dislikes, and snacks. Then Kate cuts to the chase. So, what do you want with Clint?
I'm here to kill him.
Kate doesn't get it. Hawkeye is a good guy, a hero. He was also Natasha's best friend, so why would her sister want to kill him? But Yelena, who grew up surrounded by lies and secrets, doesn't care what people think. She only believes what she sees. And the fact is, Hawkeye and Natasha went to Vormir together, and only one of them came back. Meeting Kate this time isn't to make enemies, it's just to warn her. Stay out of the way. Yelena doesn't want to hurt the innocent. But here's the twist. Yelena wasn't just on a personal vendetta. Killing Hawkeye was also a job. And the person who gave the job? Kate's own mom. One night, Yelena follows Clint to a Christmas party. Echo's gang makes the first move, turning the whole event into chaos. While Kate rushes downstairs to find Clint, guess who she bumps into at the elevator? Yep, Yelena again. And the two lovable weirdos start round two. Since Hawkeye the show is basically Marvel's version of a holiday sitcom, things take a comedic turn when they're on screen together. Kate keeps trying to press the elevator button, and Yelena keeps blocking her.
What was that? I don't know.
Kate keeps trying to stop Yelena, while Yelena is clearly trying not to go full assassin mode on this rookie. It's getting a bit annoying. Eventually, Yelena jumps off the building, planning to take a clean shot at Clint on the 12th floor. But Kate yells just in time to mess it all up.
It's Yelena! Watch out!
Good thing Clint brought his hearing aid. Yelena's assassination fails again, but she's not done yet. Later, Clint takes down most of Echo's gang using all kinds of trick arrows. And just when you think it's over, Yelena shows up and tackles him onto the ice. Now it's just the two of them. She demands to know what really happened on Vormir that day.
As your sister sacrificed herself, she saved the world. I'm sorry.
Cue the old "she chose to sacrifice herself" speech, which of course Yelena doesn't buy for a second.
You're lying.
What?
You're pathetic. You're so pathetic.
She keeps fighting, and Clint? He's holding back the whole time.
Nobody killed her. She made a choice.
Stop lying!
Clint keeps explaining what happened that night, but Yelena can't accept it. Why would her sister choose to die?
So she died because you let her.
I fought her for it, but she was better than me.
You should have fought harder.
When she hears that, Clint stops fighting. He lets her hit him over and over. And once she's done, she raises her gun to finish it. That's when Clint whistles their secret signal.
How do you know that?
She talked about you all the time, Yelena.
When did she say?
She told me about how you got separated as kids. She was flying that plane. I asked her if she was scared. All she could think about is that you were safe. That never changed. Yelena, she loved you.
If Natasha had shared that with Clint, it meant she truly trusted him, even with her life. Yelena finally believes him. Maybe deep down, she always knew the truth. She just didn't want to accept it.
If I was there, I could have stopped it. I could have changed it.
Nothing's gonna stop her, Yelena. You know Natasha. We're gonna have to find a way to live with that.
I love you so much.
Me too.
Yelena helps Clint up. The fight is over. Clint burns the Ronin suit and brings Kate home to reunite with her family. They all spend Christmas together. Yelena goes back to wandering the world until she eventually returns in Thunderbolts. Out of the next-gen Avengers, Kate and Yelena are probably the most watchable duo. Yelena's character arc wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible either. In Thunderbolts, she'll be back front and center. We'll finally see more of her Red Room past, her exhaustion with the assassin life, and her journey to rediscover who she really is. That's it for today's video. See you next time!